What's up, black and white sports fans? John Matrix here, and I'm back with another video. All right, we're going to MLB and talk about the Atlanta Braves. And let's just back up here just for a moment also before we get into that. We all know that the Washington Redskins now are changing their name to whatever. We don't really know. And as soon as that happened, we knew that other teams would be under fire that had any kind of Native American imagery or name to start to make changes. And we're starting to see that right now with the Atlanta Braves. Now, the Atlanta Braves said that they are not changing their name. They're always going to be the Atlanta Braves. But you remember Dan Snyder also said that he would never, ever change the name of the Washington Redskins. And look, they're changing the name. So I wouldn't say never when it comes to this, because the pressure from SJWs out there is immense. But anyway, going back to the Atlanta Braves, they had a sign that said "Chop On" upon entering the stadium. Now, that has been removed by the team for the 2020 season. We all know that different marketing strategies, they vary from season to season, different slogans. We get that. But that slogan had "Chop On" with the tomahawk on it, and it's going to be removed now. It's not going to be used for the 2020 season. But also, you know, the team is also going to be reevaluating the tomahawk chop. And that has really been a staple at Atlanta Braves games, and also any kind of teams with Native American names or Native American history in their teams. And I think eventually, this is just my opinion, I think eventually that the tomahawk chop is going to go away. Because right now, man, everything seems to be super sensitive with anything Native American. So we all know what happened with George Floyd. That is just the excuse now to get all type of changes to please the SJW crowd. But however, SJWs don't watch sports. They don't care about sports. They never have. They never will. So we'll have to see about that. But it seems to me like that people that are making these decisions, you know, they're not Native Americans, by the way. They're not. I'm just going to be honest here. For the most part, it's white people out there making these decisions on behalf of Native Americans. So the Native Americans truly don't have a voice in all of this. And you can see now that eventually, I think all teams with Native American names is just going to be wiped out eventually. So Native American history in sports will not be honored at all. It's just going to be erased, you know, just like what they're doing with Aunt Jemima, Uncle Ben's. All that's just going to be erased completely because it's offensive to these people. And I think it's very, very sad. I think it's very, very unfortunate that this is happening. You know, the Atlanta Braves removing the "Chop On" sign, that is just the beginning. That's just the beginning, man, because once you give SJWs an inch, they take a mile. And when they take a mile, they want 100 miles. It's just going to continue. I would never try to please these people, but that's just the way it's going to happen. And the tomahawk chant, I think that's just going to be gone. I think the Braves eventually will bend the knee to the pressure and end up telling fans, you guys are no longer allowed to do the tomahawk chant. And if you do, you're going to be removed from the ballpark. That's what I think is going to happen. I think this is the precedent that's been set by the Washington Redskins, you know, changing their name. So Native Americans and Native American history in sports is just going to be wiped out completely. It is. Because everybody has to be offended by every single thing. And it's unfortunate, you know, that sports has become political. We know that the NBA is very, very political. Usually baseball is not that political, but at this point in time, man, it's almost hard and almost impossible not to have politics in sports right now, because the people that want to push the politics in the sports, they're not really sports fans, but they just want the politics in sports so it can actually fit their narrative. I don't want to go on too much of a tangent on this channel. I don't want to get too political on this channel, but that's just the way it is, folks. That's just the way it is. But anyway, guys, that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? The Atlanta Braves removed the Chop On sign, which actually said Chop On for the A, which means Atlanta. And it's just not going to happen going forward. That's just a little bit. But you can best believe that more is going to come and more things are going to be eliminated when it comes to teams with Native Americans, because the precedent has already been set. But anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.